Just some housekeeping before we kick off. We are using the Q&A for this session, not the chat. We found from all the webinars we've done, people quite like being able to ask questions in private. So please make sure that you find the Q&A section on Zoom. Feel free to ask any question you like. I've got Sarah from Maybe here. Hello, Sarah, how are you?
I'm very well, thank you. And being International Day of Happiness, sort of perked me up this morning when I heard it on the radio. I thought I'm going to be happy all day.
Good for you. So could you please leave happy messages in the Q&A and Sarah will give you happy answers. And if you're watching on catch up, there'll be a blue button as well. So just got a few more people coming in and we'll have an official start. So just fingers on the buzzers, leave us a happy message in the Q&A right now, and we'll get started in a moment. Be great for you to leave a message in the chat, just to make sure you've all got access to that. Brilliant, lots more people coming in. Fantastic. We're going to have an official start now. Good morning all, welcome to the High Street Workshop that is sponsored by Buckinghamshire Council, North Kesteven District Council, High Street and the Hammersmith and Fulham Council. All of them have got funding by the UK government from the Levelling Up Fund, and all of you people, lucky people today, have an opportunity to access it. We're going to talk about that offer today. I'm Polly Barnfield, I'm the CEO of Maybe, and I'm joined today by Sarah, our Head of Growth. Sarah, how are you today? Sarah, you're on silent, so I can't hear you. We'll keep going. Welcome to our webinar, and let's get started. Today's agenda is all about your sponsored offer. There is a significant amount of funding available to all businesses in North Kesteven, Hammersmith and Fulham, and, oh, my brain's gone completely, Buckinghamshire. Apologies, really not working, my head not working today. Sponsored offer for North Kesteven businesses, Hammersmith and Fulham and Buckinghamshire. We can talk about how it can help you increase your reach, the impact it will have on your sales, how it will help you stay ahead of your competition, help you do better business, be more efficient, and most importantly, how it can help all local businesses. We've been working with local authorities across the UK for quite a while now, and what we've seen in areas where people get better at digital, the overall footfall and businesses' performance increases. So yes, this is about your funding today, but it's also about making sure that you can also drive more business through your doors, which has an impact on businesses overall in your locality. As I said at the beginning, please feel free to ask questions in the Q&A. Sarah's told me it's an International Happiness Day today, so happy questions, but seriously, the Q&A are there, so it's private. If you're watching on catch up, please use the blue chat icon and let's look at how your offer works. First, you might be saying, well, who the hell is she? What does she know about any of this? We, as Maybe, have helped over 25,000 businesses connect with customers digitally. Our clients range from SMEs to PLCs, and we've been working for the UK government for well over 5 years now. We're a partner of the High Street Task Force, and we have some very large PLC type clients like New River and insurance businesses like NFU Mutual. As I said, we've worked with a range of local authorities, and we've got really good at delivering local business support, and we understand the challenges you have, the time constraints you have, but we also understand the impact that these programs to deliver. What we do is that we provide a range of tools. Some of you may be thinking, oh, it sounds utterly terrifying. Others might think, well, I've got some of these tools already. We've got a big box of tricks that lets you master and transform your digital communications. Whether you want to use some of us, all of us, a bit of us, none of us, but just use our help, anything's absolutely fine. We are here to support you, but you've got access to every tool you could ever wish to imagine from a digital perspective, whether it be building websites, running social media, sending email. You've got the option to access that through your funding package, and it's all joined together by some really, really incredible AI that we're going to show you today that means you can do your best work faster and yeah, get stuff done in incredibly short time. Great to see so many questions coming in through the Q&A. As I said, we'll answer those privately. Some of them will shout out and answer as well on the call, but none of you, just somebody's asking, is it private? Yeah, 100% it's private. We won't be sharing your details on the call. And it's lovely to see so many of you sharing, talking to us from so many different parts of the country. And actually, I just meant to say, if anybody is here from an area that's outside of Buckinghamshire, Hammersmith and Fulham, North Kesteven, don't fret, we've got something for you as well. So stick with us. We're all about helping businesses transform their digital communication, no matter where you are in the country. But if you are in one of those three places, you've got a it's your lucky day, as they say. It's your lucky day. Question about, does this apply for online businesses? It works, yes, if you're in one of the localities, it can work for an online business too, but it definitely works for offline businesses as well. We're about providing digital tools to businesses of all genres, no matter what service you deliver or what channel you're working in. The tools we're offering you will work for you. Because at the end of the day, all of our customers are digital now. They're all living an increasingly digital life. We all walk around with a phone in our hands, and if you can't connect to that journey instantly, you're in trouble. And that brings me on to my next slide, which is that over the years, we've worked with a whole range of businesses, all at different stages of their journey, and all have used a different part of Maybe. But when we look back at the successes, there's a real common theme, and that is those that have dramatically changed their businesses. And I'm going to talk about two here, are those that ask questions, are those that came to the training. These two businesses in particular didn't have a digital presence. They've worked with us for a number of years now, but they now have six-figure revenue streams through their digital activity that they wouldn't have had before, and that's six figures that they're reaching through their online activity. They both have a physical presence as well. They've both got multiple locations, but what they do digitally is now driving a whole new revenue stream for their business. And it wouldn't have happened had they not had access to our tools, had access to our training, and most importantly, if they hadn't put in the work. Now, what we have learned is that it's the training that makes the most difference. Our tools are incredible, and you're going to see those in a minute. But what you've got access to with your funding, you've got paid access to 24/7 expert help. You've got paid access to daily lives with experts that can help you, whether it is, oh, how do I create a reel? How do I run an ad? How do I build a landing page? Whatever your block currently is with your digital challenges, you've got access to people who can help you with that. And you can turn up and you've got 24/7 chat support, and literally we deliver help in 11 seconds, or you can come to one of our daily sessions and have a face-to-face. You are no longer stuck, you're no longer alone. And our vision for this year is to help everybody learn how to do their best work faster. Our chat support is extraordinary. I'm going to show you how that works in a minute, but genuinely, you never need to be stuck again or spend hours trawling through YouTube hoping to find the right person to ask a question of. Your sponsored offer. So through the Levelling Up Fund funded by the UK government, North Kesteven, Buckinghamshire Council and Hammersmith and Fulham, who we're currently working with, have all got an offer that's a slightly different number. Don't ask me why. That's just the mysteries of the world. But fundamentally, you will all get access to the same help, support and tools, but fingers on the buzzers, because those that apply fastest, the reason the numbers are different is that you also get an advertising voucher. That means you've got free money to spend on Facebook ads, that you'll have an expert to show you how to do it. The two ladies I've just shown you previously, who both have very different businesses, one's a boutique and one is a very high-end shoe shop, have grown their businesses exponentially with Facebook ads, but sometimes it's really hard to get started. So this funding will help you do that, both in the sense of A, have the tools, but B, have the help and the expertise to help you spend it. But in some cases, if you're fast, you'll also get access to real cash to spend on Facebook. Extraordinary offer, and we've seen so many businesses really succeed with it. Now, before I go on to the actual offer itself, I wanted to share, Sarah's done an amazing piece of work looking at, excuse me, what's working in the three areas that we're talking about. Just before I hand over to Sarah, is the thing that worries me most is that we monitor the data from about 3.9 million UK businesses, and we know that less than 14% of businesses actually are active on social media on a daily basis. You could say, well, so what? Well, the so what is that as consumers spend more and more time talking to each other, looking at stuff, I think the figure is right now that 82% of all purchases are influenced by what they see on social. So if you are not active digitally, you're making it much harder to reach your local customer, to whether you're physical or digitally selling. You've got to have a shop window that people can find you 24/7. So Sarah, talk me through it. Who are we looking at now and who are we going to shout out about?
Okay. Well, hello, and thank you for all the happy messages in Q&A. Very perked me up. We're going first to Hammersmith and Fulham. And I can't take all the credit for the research. Another colleague who has put some of these together for me and found some of this amazing content. So Fate Maison, oh, Polly, we just got to click straight through into this. Just look at this feed. I mean, it's just a delight to look at. The images, they're just wonderful. They're so eye-catching. I mean, it'd just make anyone stop scrolling to take a look, wouldn't it?
Wouldn't it just? Hang on, I've got other things popping up. I'm trying to get rid of them. Beautiful imagery. And this is a great example of digital driving physical footfall, because I want to go there.
Oh, it's just
And,
fabulous.
and look at the engagement they're getting on it. You know, and every piece of engagement means it's appearing on somebody else's feed. But this was probably taken with an iPhone. It's using what they've already got in store. It's just extending their shop window, isn't it? Beautiful, absolutely beautiful.
Just gorgeous. They're also really, really good at joining topical conversations. They did a great piece of content for International Women's Day. And it just, yeah, they are really, really smashing it. It's fantastic.
Good work. Really, really beautiful. And that's transporting people to their store without actually going there. I want to go there. I want to go there next time I go to Hammersmith and Fulham. Beautiful. Making me hungry.
Oh, no, it's gorgeous, isn't it? Now, Capital Restaurants. This post really stood out because it's just fantastic, really authentic, great behind the scenes footage. Simple video shot with an iPhone, but it's showing off the team. They use amazing, they're really good at using hashtags to make their content more discoverable. And hashtags are one of the things that we can help you with when you come through our support. And what hashtags should I be using? Actually, one of them that we always recommend is a location hashtag. Tell people where you are. So often people don't. But yeah, they're really great, really great. Behind the scenes footage just makes you so much more authentic to the viewer. Just a short video, really nice.
So just there are a couple of questions around, are there any free workshops on resources on how to get started with Meta, TikTok, Google and ad campaigns? 100% yes. We have endless resources and workshops that run daily. So wherever you're stuck, as I said, you will find the resource here to help you. So yes, absolutely. It's not just about Instagram, it is absolutely about Meta, TikTok, Google ad campaigns, and the tools that we're showing you will work across all platforms as well. We're showcasing in the feeds on Instagram just because it's great for visually for the workshop, but everything we're doing works across multiple platforms. So Sarah, sorry to interrupt you. Talk to us about Megan restaurants.
Well, I mean, just such good use of images and video. Again, they introduce their team through their feeds. They're really good at joining, again, topical conversations. They use stories really, really well. I just thought it was amazing. Do you know, they've been voted the most magical restaurant in London.
That's incredible. Absolutely incredible. But you can see that. And if you read about that and the paper came here, you'd understand that and you'd want to be there. They're all of them, all three of these are telling a story and painting a picture, which is what social is all about. And it's that whole thing of remembering that social is your shop window now. And you know, somebody walking down the street, they're going to check you out there, and they make that decision: do I go there or not? Sarah, where are we going next?
Right, we're going to North Kesteven next, and we seem to have got sort of rather overexcited with food, but we were obviously hungry when we were doing this. But we've got Pizza San Antonio. I think this is worth a click through, but you need to put the audio on as well because this video really stood out. It's really unique. It's great use of video. It's probably not sounding great while we're streaming, but were worth going and looking at their feed. It's really, really unique, really great use of audio. It really got my interest. I thought it was great.
And Sarah, what's interesting here is that something that's caught your interest and something you talk about, that is word of mouth. And that's where social began. Word of mouth is what drives us all to make purchases. And it doesn't have to be beautiful. It's not to be perfect. It doesn't have to be on brand all the time. It has to be memorable. And that's what this is about, isn't it? And talk to me about this cocktail, Sarah. I fancy this.
I know, doesn't it look delicious? That is the Queen's Head, isn't it? Okay. I just I thought the whole demonstration of putting the cocktail together, it's Friday, that means it's cocktail time. Our fantastic bartenders just makes you thirsty, doesn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. Just got some more questions coming in, Sarah. Somebody's saying, I'm mainly using LinkedIn. Do you support that? Yes, absolutely. You can use LinkedIn through the platform as well, and all the AI works with LinkedIn as well. So every social platform is supported through the tools that you've got access to, and the AI you're going to have access to works with every single tool you can imagine. And another question around skills development for youth. Do you don't have an actual bill? Absolutely fine. If you are doing business in the location, 100% you will qualify. And can I have help with Instagram shops? Yep, absolutely. Any question you've got digitally, come and ask us, and we'll show you our magic blue button so you can do that. The answer, what's our answer to all questions, Sarah?
Yes.
Yes, exactly. So if the person you're talking to can't help you, they'll go and find the expert that can. Genuinely, we've helped 25,000 different businesses improve the way they deliver their business online. And if we haven't come across the question you're asking before, we'll go and find the answer for you. So yes, 100%, and we're here to support you. Sarah, sorry, I interrupted you.
No, it's fine. Just sort of before we move on to the next one, just for Queen's Head, it's well worth having a look at their feed at some point. They are really, really good at using hashtags, and they tag really well. So they tag in regular customers, they tag in other businesses in the local area, they tag in, and that's at mentioning people. So it's bringing other people into that conversation, and nobody loves more than to be tagged, don't they? But yeah, and they're really, really consistent. So the next one is the Dower House Hotel. And I just thought the creative design here was brilliant. I mean, they've kept such a consistent look to their posts that their grid just looks like it's an image in its own right. And again, very good at joining national days and topical conversation to reach wider audiences. But yeah, really, really good example. Great content.
And so finally, we're going to have a little trip around Buckinghamshire.
We are indeed, yes. We're going to, so yeah, we've got Roots. I love the consistent look and feel of this feed. If you followed this feed and saw a post, you'd immediately know who it was. It's gorgeous images, great use of hashtags and engaging captions. Just fabulous. I was going to click through to the video on the next one, but given the sound wasn't so brilliant on the last one, I'm going to change my mind and go to the barbers. But I'll talk you through the coach, Marlo. The video, this is just really good behind the scene content, how they make their dishes, and just totally tempts the taste buds. We're back on food again, aren't we? But just lovely. Scissors barbers. Well worth a click through here. They switch between three hairstyle posts and 3 testimonials. And it's such a great way, good example of how to use the grid. It's really simple, but it's really effective. I think it really showcases what they do, plus how their customers feel at the same time. What do you think, Polly?
I think it's beautiful. Really, really great. Yeah, love it. Absolutely love it. I love the consistency and the authenticity of it, because it feels like this is the quote from that person. So really clever. takes. Yeah, my only caution with this is actually trying to deliver this is quite hard, and if you try and do a formatted grid, it can end up blocking you just being authentic. So whilst this is brilliant, don't always try and go for this, because sometimes it can actually stop your creativity. So think very hard before you commit to a grid like this. Just got a question about, Will, are the workshops we do in person or just online? So the workshops are all online, they're all virtual, and I'll tell you for why. We've discovered that businesses, you all need help at a different time. You've all got different family commitments. You've all got different challenges about when your businesses are open and when you've got cover. So we have done in-person workshops, but we find it's really the people that come get huge value, but it's hard to deliver enough value to everybody. So the gentleman suggesting this was that he likes the interaction with fellow businesses. So what I'd say to you is come to these sessions. We have a live session at 11 o'clock every day, and those are live sessions where you do get to engage with the other businesses in the room. And so we've done a hybrid version, which is that we have about 500 different video articles on every topic you can possibly imagine that you can watch on demand. But then you can come to a live session with us on every day and get that collaboration and interaction, because otherwise we can spend a lot of time, money and resource on trying to create events in your locality, but then you don't get access, not as many people get access to the support. And we have, the success we've delivered with a wide range of businesses is through this virtual and a live mode. You get the best of both worlds. And also it means that if the expert that you need for example, even on today's call, we've had questions around Instagram shops and LinkedIn. It's really hard to put the same expert in the room at all the time. But if on a live call, we can do a breakout room and go and get the relevant expert for you. So you just get your answers that you get dealt with. You get your, not dealt with, that's a terrible word. You get your query dealt with faster. Does that make sense? So I appreciate some people like in person, but don't think because it's not virtual, it's not in person. Sarah, you're one. We're two of a lovely team. There's many more of us, and no matter what your problem, we will find the expert to sort it for you either there and then. And that's what virtual lets us make happen. Isn't that right, Sarah?
Absolutely. We're absolutely here to help, and it could be one small thing, or it could be something more strategic. I mean, it really doesn't matter where you are on your journey or what you want to try and achieve digitally. Yeah, we've got lots of amazing people that are here to help you.
So Sarah, thank you for our road trip around our supported areas. And for those businesses who featured, great job. For those that you're thinking, my word, I can't get to there. I promise you, each one of these businesses started their journey somewhere. The two businesses I showcased at the beginning, one of them thought the digital was something that they would never, ever do. And the other thought it was the devil. And they are both honestly doing over 6 figures a month through just their online activity now. And it just takes a bit of grit and turning up and coming to learn and using the tools. There isn't a magic solution. It's literally come and learn. But there are some shortcuts, and we're going to show you some of those. So I'm going to take you now into the Maybe platform that you all will have access to. Now, if you came to us to buy it from the front of our website, it costs over £900 a month. You've all got a voucher that means that you will not pay
a year.
A year, beg your pardon, a year. At £970 a year, beg your pardon. You've all got a magic voucher that means you don't have to pay for that. You do actually have to pay £1 that we give to which we give to the NSPCC, and I'll explain why that is at the end. But inside the platform, you've got access to, I mean, literally every digital tool you can imagine. You can build websites, you can build funnels, you can do email, you can do social media, you can do ads, you can do reporting, you can do your Google My Business. Don't feel overwhelmed. You don't have to take it all in at once. I'm going to talk to you about the support that lives alongside it to make it super simple for you. But I want to show you first how, if you're thinking, how on earth do those businesses create lots of content? That actually we've got tools that make it incredibly incredibly easy for you and make your days happy. So why don't we stick with International Day of Happiness? I'm going to switch into a client account who lets us use it. I'm in the Maybe account right now, and you go to 7 View, Sarah.
Yeah.
So this is a local business that do home improvements, and let's say they were today thinking, oh my word, I haven't posted anything. they can come here. And this is just, remember, this is just one tool in the maybe armory. And I thought it was a really good way to, a good segue from all of that great content people are creating, because a lot of the time we find that businesses think, how on earth do I do that? Well, you can come to a tool like this and press a button. And what this part of the platform has got every single awareness day baked into it. I think there are about 2,500. So every day of the year there's something amazing happening on. Because you're in your business's account, it knows it's you. And so this has now created a post for International Happiness Day that is linked to 7View Home Improvements. If it was your business, it would be linked to you as well. So it says, as we celebrate International Day of Happiness, we at 7View Home Improvements are reminded of the profound impact that Joe and Walt, the company, bring to our lives and homes. So do you see how the AI has understood the context of International Day of Happiness and then blended it with 7View Homes? Now, I'd love to know, before we go any further, how many people on this call have actually used ChatGPT? So if you could drop me a yes or a no in the Q&A, whether you're an AI user yet or not. Have you put in a yes? Just pop in a yes or no. Number of people saying yes, some people saying no. Okay, don't worry if you haven't. And if you have, let me explain to you why this is different. For those that haven't used it yet, don't worry. We're going to help you use it in a very efficient way, in a way that means that it just feels part of your natural working day. One of the challenges with AI is like it's like having Christmas every day, but actually it's really easy to get lost because there's so many opportunities, there's so many things that you can do. It's like, oh, I don't know where to start. But the hardest thing is also to make it sound like you. Because if you just use ChatGPT by itself, you can sound very bland quite quickly because your content sounds like everybody else's. So what we do is that we create a file of what you sound like based upon what you post on social, and we're currently extending that to be what you post on your website and your blogs. And we then use that to blend it with whatever you ask us to do, so that we know who you are. And I'll show you more of that in a minute. So in this example, you can create a post for any day of the year without having to work too hard. So let's take National French Bread Day. This is going to write you a post based upon French Bread Day, but knowing that you're 7View Homes. And so it's going to create a post that's relevant to you. What do you think it would do with this, Sarah?
It's just so clever the way, I don't know. I never know what it's going to say.
Here we go. So happy National French Bread Day, my dear friend. Today we're celebrating devout pajama, iconic French bread, symbol of artisan craftsmanship. At 7View Home Improvements, we understand the importance of tradition and quality, and we believe in infusing these values into every aspect of our work. So do you see how it's a fun thing? Yeah. As we say, with the crusty experience, soft, airy interior, reminder of the beauty and simplicity and joy that comes from savouring life's little pleasures. Lovely. Should we go and create a post from this, Sarah? Should we go and schedule it?
Oh, that's a great idea.
Right. Let's just copy the Okay. So we're now going to go schedule and copy. So it's going to take it across now to the maybe scheduler, which again, if you're at the beginning of your journey, don't fret. If you're an established social media user, we're going to a social media scheduler, which sits within the Maybe platform as well, that you'll all have access to with your I've messed up. I'm going to choose a post, and I'm going to select an account. So I'm going to select pop it on Instagram, and I'm going to go paste. But I think I've already here we go. So it's now pasted the prompt that was there. You see how it's put it into here. So prompt is the word for what AI creates. So we've now got the post ready for Instagram. But Sarah, I think we like, and it's telling me how I can adapt it for other feeds. So lady was asking about LinkedIn. It will tell you what you can do, how you can change it for LinkedIn. And we're actually updating this so it even creates the post for you at the moment. But it also, got two new things open here. I can also say to it, let's go and create an image. So should we go and create an image, Sarah?
Yes, if you scroll, yeah, that's it. Take those other adaptations out. Brilliant. But should have given you a nice image prompt. So if we go to the bottom.
For some reason, it hasn't given me the prompt. I might just come back.
You copied it, I think, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Give it here. Here we go. So copy it there. Come back here. And we're now going to, now you might have a picture of some French bread knocking about. I haven't personally got one, so I'm going to create one with AI. So we're going to describe the image here that was already written for you. Pop that here. What should we do, Sarah? Should we do a watercolor? We love a watercolor, don't we?
We do.
And we're going to generate it. So this is now creating you an image for French bread, knowing, and you know, bear in mind that you didn't have a post 30 seconds ago. You've now got a post. So,
and it's by a window, because that's what they specialise in, doors and windows.
Isn't that clever? Isn't that clever? Continue. So drop it in, and it pops the post in there, and there you go. You have a post. Now you can post that. You can schedule it. You can create content. You can create stories. You can create reels. This is a full-blown social media scheduling platform that you have all got access to, and I'm showing you a tiny little glimpse of one of the things it does. This is a fraction of what it delivers. Lots of questions. So I'm going to leave you answering the questions. It's quite a lovely one here. Am I the only one who's completely terrified and overwhelmed? Please don't be, because I promise you, those two ladies that I showed you at the beginning didn't know where the on switch was with social media. And we are very gentle. We will take you literally by the hand through this. Don't be intimidated. We're going to show you the tips and tricks to help you get there faster, and enable you to do your best work faster, but cut out all the fluff, because there's so much fluff out there. And then the other end of the scale, we've got somebody asking a much bigger question around AI insights. So yeah, we absolutely bring that question to us, and we can help you with that. So the answer is yes, we can help you with that as well. So both ends of the scale and questions, people saying we haven't got started, don't worry, we're here to help. And those with other more advanced questions, yes, the tools will do those too. So coming back to the deck, did I do what I was meant to do there, Sarah? I did, didn't I? Yes.
Yes.
So that's a tiny taste of AI, but what else can it do for you? So within, maybe we've also got something called personalized AI, which for those that use ChatGPT, as I mentioned, one of the challenges with it is, how do you make it consistently sound like you? And what we are working on is a really exciting project that enables you to constantly have it sound like you. So if I go to explore, for example, we've got a whole load of pre-written prompts, which is the way you instruct AI. But what's baked in behind the scenes is your brand. So that rather than having to constantly tell the AI to be you, it already knows that. So if you want to do a voice consistency check, this is reading what you've said on social media recently and making sure that you're on message. Sarah, where should we go next after this?
Oh, well, I think we should go and ask it to create us some content.
Okay, we'll do that.
Well, this is nice.
Based on the content provided by Seven View Homes. So this is what the AI knows about you. Yeah. So the minute you plug your accounts in, you sign up to Maybe, you can check what do we know about you, and go, do you know what? You're spot on, because it's this information it's then going to use when you ask it to create content. So as Sarah said, let's go and create some content. We'll go and do that. But it's using this information to create that content for you.
This is absolutely, I'm just reading this while you're talking. This is about as bob on about this company as you could possibly get. It's amazing. So based on the content provided, Seven View Home Improvements has a strong, consistent brand voice centered around community engagement, absolutely, craftsmanship, the transformation of homes. Their language is warm, inviting, and focused on creating a sense of joy and comfort for homeowners. I mean, they'd be delighted that's how they come across. This must be a new prompt, because I've not seen this before. I'm going to play with this. It's amazing.
So a lady has just said, do you recommend amending AI generated content so it doesn't sound robotic or inauthentic? So my answer to that question is, that is why we have built this AI inside the Maybe platform, and that's why we're so excited about it. Because if you go to ChatGPT or any of the other platforms out there, you have to do something which is called seed it. You have to train it to be you, and then remember to keep using that thread. And it's really hard to get a team to do. And you can see here, this is the AI talking. And I would challenge anybody to say that sounds robotic. Now, if we now go to explore, and I've also seen other people saying, I'm so overwhelmed. Don't be overwhelmed. Put your easy hat on. I promise you, we're going to get rid of all of those limiting beliefs about, is this hard? We can make this easy. Let me show you how easy we can make it. So let's say write some great content, because creating content is often where people get stuck. And let's go and do some LinkedIn content. Let's do a professional, let's do LinkedIn posts. So this is now going to write a LinkedIn post for us for 7-view home improvements. And it will use the knowledge it's just shown us it has on the brand. Do you see how long that took? So for the person that says they're overwhelmed and feel very excited, be excited, because we're gonna smash this thing to bits for you. So certainly, here are some ideas for professional LinkedIn posts that can help establish your brand for 7-view home improvements as a thought leader as a thought leader in the home improvement industry. Boom, that's what I want, isn't it? So which of these ideas, Sarah, do you like? Should we ask you to create some content for?
I just whizzing down. I've got to navigating home renovation challenges, expert tips and advice. Offer valuable tips and advice for homeowners navigating the complexities of home renovation. Position 7-view home improvements as a source of expertise, providing guidance on planning, budgeting and executing successful renovation projects. That sounds good.
Okay, we like this. Please create a series, or should we just, let's keep it simple. Please create a long form post or LinkedIn post can't type, sorry about this, chaps. Post on this.
I know it's always when we're on webinars, isn't it? It's sort of when you're talking and writing at well, no, well, I was just trying to cover for you.
Writing as an expert. It's always good to do this. Writing as an expert. Social. A top tip of the day is tell it to be an expert social
media.
Yeah, manager. There we go. So we're going to take that idea. Now, you've now got 8 ideas there. We're going to ask you to extend one, but you've suddenly got a month's worth of content now. If you broke each one of these down 3 times, you will create a month's worth of content in a heartbeat. So there you go. You've gone from no idea to a long post.
Wow.
Drop me a note in the Q&A if you are blown away by that, because I am.
Budgeting wisely. Budgeting for a home renovation demands a practical and thoughtful approach. It's essential to establish a realistic budget that aligns with your renovation goals, whilst also factoring in unforeseen potential expenses. Okay. Prioritise the area of your home that require the most attention. Allocate resources accordingly. Well, quite right. Our team at 7-view home improvement, so that is positioning them, is adept at helping homeowners create comprehensive renovation budgets, offering transparency. I mean, I just think that's great. What a great post for LinkedIn.
So you can copy this, you can take it to the scheduler. But this is, think of this as another member of your team. To the questions around how do you make AI not sound AI-like? It's you use this tool, because this tool is constantly learning about your brand. And what we are doing is constantly working out how we can feed more content into it. So whenever you ask it a question, it already knows that stuff that you've got baked intrinsically into you. We've all done it. We've maybe asked marketing agencies to work with us and they just don't quite get it right because they don't fully understand us. What we do maybe is teach AI to be you, and it learns from what you previously posted. So you become its master. Now if you went, I like this, but I also, what should we give it a test? Let's ask it for in Spanish, shall we, Sarah?
Okay.
Spanish, is that right? That's
Yep.
right, isn't it? So you could actually say, I don't like it till rewrite it. I'm actually saying I like it because I also need it in Spanish. It will now deliver it to me in Spanish. Now, if you then said, I'd like it, but can you turn it into the right form for TikTok? It would do that too. It would, if you said, I want to turn it into tweets. There you go, boom, done. My Spanish is terrible, so I'm not going to try and pretend I can read that and say it's right. But I think it might not quite finished it. So you say, is that all of it? Is that all of it? You have got a whole team working for you now. There's no limit on what this thing can do. But remember, it knows how to be you.
Oh, it's apologising for the incomplete response.
Yeah.
I love it. It's brilliant.
It's just another member of your team. It's that simple. Does it keep track of previous posts over time so you don't forget and duplicate? Yes. So you've got all of the posts you've created you can view in your planner. And also you've got access to all of this information as well, all the threads. So you can, yeah, none of it gets thrown away, it all gets filed for you. So you've got access to it all the time. Conscious of time, so we'll just keep cracking on. But the next thing I want to show you is the help actually. So you've got the AI that lives here, but you've also got some AI that lives in here. Now, as I said to you at the beginning, we've helped over 25,000 different businesses. We are deeply committed to making this AI work harder for you to make life, make it easier. Digital is too flipping hard. There's too much to learn all the time. And what we've discovered is that a lot of questions get asked, we get asked are the same. So, for example, what's the best way to create a reel? What's the best way to create terrible spelling? What's the best way to create a reel? So we're using AI to turn our knowledge into immediate help. So you can ask a question 24/7, and I guarantee you'll get 92% of the time you'll get a blooming amazing result within 13 seconds. She says, with the fingers crossed on a live. There you go. Best way to create reel is to use original content resolution. See how reels help you reach up to 80% more people. Takes you to an article, gives you everything you need, gives you videos on the topic. I don't know about you, but how many of you have gone off to YouTube to try and find something and discover you've lost 2 hours? This helped keep you on rails. You've got this video will be about 5 minutes long. And if you go, that really hasn't helped me still. This connects you straight to our live daily support. So as the gentleman was saying, is there enough live face-to-face help? These lives happen every day. You can book your spot at 11 o'clock and come and talk to us and meet other businesses and choose through the problems. So I believe there's enough support, and literally you can ask a question on anything. So if I now said, what's a fun feature on maybe, how do I connect Stripe so I can take money? Because you can connect Stripe as well. How do I connect Stripe? There you go. How do I connect Stripe? And it will tell you how to do that. So you will never be stuck. So we both use AI to help you create content, but we also use AI to help serve you and help ensure that you get the example, that the help you need as fast as possible. Because there's nothing worse than submitting a help ticket and sitting there waiting. So we've got the information at your fingertips, and these articles are really extensive, and every single one, if you think I don't get it, you can book in and talk to us live. It's that simple. And we're here all the time. We do go home sometimes, but somebody's always here. So it's a resource that is bottomless. You won't find the end of it. And it has helped so many businesses. We really want it to help you. You'll have access, as I've just shown you, to all sorts of tools. So you can schedule content. You can then look at your content historically. You've got endless reports you can run on it. Every single tool has that help button on it I've just shown you, so you can ask for help whenever you need it. These are all the platforms we cover, and we're always covering more. There's a new integration with WhatsApp that's just gone live. Yeah, you can run ads for Snapchat, you name it, it's in there. The AI is also baked into the ads builder. So if anybody wants to start running ads, the AI will write the ads for you, and it will help you decide which one runs best. It gets rid of all of the stuff that makes it hard. So I'm afraid this cartoon has a deeper meaning, which is we are at a point in life where the wheel has been reinvented, I'm afraid. And every business has to make this choice, which is, are you going to put the wheel on? And are you going to put racing slicks or the square ones on? But you really can't say we're too busy. Please don't say no thanks. You've got funded access to this. We really can help you change your business. All you've got to do is apply. So shall I show you how it works? We have done this lots of times before. Go to our Trustpilot, read our reviews. There are lots of happy people out there that we have, I hope, changed their businesses, Sarah. Is that fair to say?
I think it's very fair to say. Yeah.
Yeah. We'd love you to be part of that too. Claim your sponsored offer so you can reach more customers, grow sales, stay ahead of the competition, do better business, be more efficient, and most importantly, get expert help 24/7. We want to stop you being stuck. You know, for everybody we've helped in the past, we know we've got awesome tech. It's incredible. The AI just knocks it out the park. But it's that ability to reach out to another human being and get, I'm really stuck, how do I help? And you get all of that with this as well. So to get you set up, I always say when you're doing marketing, you should only ever have one call to action. But we've done this webinar because there's so many people asking questions, and we've got people from all different parts of the country. So I appreciate their different numbers. Don't think, well, I'm in North Kesteven, so I'll apply for Hammersmith and Fulham, so I'll get the bigger amount, or Buckinghamshire, because actually I can't say you're getting the same thing. The first ones on the buzzers will get access to a voucher for ads. There are a number of people that have already applied, so you need to get a wiggle on and apply, and we'll let you know whether you've got the ads package as well. But you will all 100% have access to everything I've shown you today, which is pretty fantastic. And that's all those businesses that are now doing well over 6 figures a month through digital had access to in the first place as well. So Sarah is going to drop the URLs into the chat so you're going to get them. But if you're from North Kesteven, please go to maybetech.com/apply-NK. If you're from Buckinghamshire, please go to maybetech.com/apply-bucks. And if you're from Hammersmith and Fulham, please go to maybetech.com/apply-London LBHF, London Borough of Hammersmith and Fulham. Sarah, would you drop those URLs in?
I can't, I'm afraid, because chat is disabled for anyone other than hosts for some bizarre reason. So
Okay.
we can ask him.
I will endeavour to do that. So Sarah, do you want to answer some questions, and I'm gonna multitask, which is always dangerous.
Yes, absolutely. Right, quite a lot of them you've already answered, but there are quite a few people asking about what sort of information do they need to give when they apply. So we just need to know that you're a bona fide business and your postcode. So there are a few things on the form that you need to complete, just so that we can feed back to the local authorities that are sponsoring the packages for you. But you don't have to, there's no other hoops to jump through. You don't have to match fund or put any financial contribution towards it yourself. It's as amazing as it looks, quite frankly, and really easy, simple steps to get your application done. Take you less than a minute, I would imagine. No, certainly no more than 2.
So I need to hop across to the apply process and show and walk you through actually how it works. You do, so what we have given you as you go through your apply process, I put all the links in chat. If somebody could just confirm they've got access to those, so I've sent them to all hosts and panelists. So if somebody could just drop a message in Q&A. Remember, places are limited. There are quite a lot of people on these calls, so don't dilly-dally around. Get a wiggle on and click the link that's relevant to you. You do need to click the link that's relevant to you, because we do a postcode checker. So if you apply for the wrong area, we will catch up with you. Please come to the form, put your name in, put your email in, put your mobile phone number in. Yep. Click next. It remembers what you've put in. I've got my postcode in here, but I've told it that I can qualify, because otherwise I can't demo it. You tell us how many employees you've got, because we need to know that. You select your business sector. Let me do this properly. You select. So in my case, it would be, and the reason lots are here because we need to know if this is for the funding. They need to know which areas they're funding. So I'm going to put. What am I going to put, Sarah? I'm going to put marketing professionals and agencies. I'm put my website link. If you don't have a website, it doesn't matter. Just leave it blank. You don't have to put anything. So
No, it hasn't shown up in the chat, Polly. Don't worry. We will go back to that slide so you can make a note of those links again, because it's hosts and panelists, not attendees. It's the attendees bit that seems to be disabled, oddly, Polly.
Try again. Don't you love it when you have technical challenges? Everyone, here we go. Hang on a second, callers. I think I may have fixed this. Oh, it's being really annoying. There we go. Hold your hats. Fingers on the buzzers. Get ready, get set, go. There you go.
Yay!
Right.
Yeah, I can see it now. Brilliant.
So click on the link and you can walk through the process with me. Pop your website in, hit continue. It will then tell you whether you qualify or not, and you then have to create your account. We give you a voucher code here because in order to create an account, we have to take £1 off you. You put your name and details in here. And then here, you then copy your voucher code that sits here, which will be different for each one of you depending upon which area you've gone through. You enter your voucher code here, you apply it. It then takes the amount down to £1. In order to validate that you are a business, we have to take some money off you. That's the only requirement of the grant. Crazy, but that's how it works. But you're paying £1 and that's all you'll be charged. That's it. And then you and hit.
And the pound goes to the NSPCC, doesn't it? They give that to charity.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Once you've done that, you'll then come to a link that I'm not going to put my credit card on the screen while everybody's watching, because that'd be embarrassing. You then come to a screen that says book an appointment, and then you'll book your onboarding call with us. So you also get literally a one-on-one onboarding call with one of our experts. So let me come back to the screen. Somebody asking about the credit. Somebody else just asking questions about. Please, Trove is not working for me. I've tried. So I've put the. Could you, the person that's asking about the links for Bucks? Because that work, is that working for you now? Could you confirm that all the links are working, please, in the chat? Perfect. Yeah, it's working. Brilliant. Lots of people signing up. So remember, these places are limited. It's not going to last forever, and we will send you the links after the session. If you've got any friends that are businesses in your area, please let them know, because normally you'd have to pay over £970 a year for access to this. You have got it for nothing. It is proven, it works. You've got funded access, but it won't last forever. Please, 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 please grab your apply link, make sure you apply, and we really look forward to working with you. Got some more questions coming in, so let's go through these. Everybody got access to the link?
Yay! Emily's signed up successfully for the Bucks funding. I should look forward to meeting you, Emily. Well, it'll either be me or one of my colleagues for your onboarding call, so that's great.
Fred signed up, that's fantastic. Sarah signed up, another Sarah. Ravi, I hope you got through. Tim, yeah, that's brilliant.
What are the terms and conditions of the subscription?
Terms and conditions of the subscription are that you can cancel it at any time. So if you choose, it is that you are subscribing to an ongoing service, but you've got access in your platform to turn it off at any time. We have 12 months to make you think that we're amazing and that you'd like to continue with it. If you don't want to, that's absolutely fine. It won't affect your grant. It's just the way our system works, so we can't unpick that right now. But this is a package that other businesses are paying for on a daily basis. We onboard lots of businesses. How many businesses do we onboard, Sarah, yesterday? I mean, there were 20 odd, weren't
there? I think there were nearly 30.
Yeah. So you're getting access to something that other people are paying for a year. If at any point through the year you want to cancel that, you can. But I'm hoping by the end of it you'll realise that it is the growth engine of your business. So don't let that block you. You literally can just hit a button that says I don't want to carry on with this, but you'll have access for 12 months. I hope that answers your question on that. Any questions on the ongoing obligations to you? There is absolutely no obligation to continue with it. It's down to us to blow your socks off to make you think I can't live without it. So you have got access to this for 12 months for £1, is the long and short of it. It's worth well over £970, and you've got access to everything we demoed you today and an awful lot more. Lots more people signing up. That's fantastic. I didn't receive a link in the email for my onboard call. If you haven't had a link, we will get that sorted out for you. Let me just screenshot that so make sure that we get that fixed. Sarah, you grab that one.
Yeah.
The coupon code, as you fill it in, will appear for you on the page. So if you're having any problems with that, let us know. But you should get. Does this need to be used for an existing business, or can it be used for a potential business that doesn't exist already? That's an interesting one. One of our criteria is to fund startup businesses. So yes, please, the person that's starting your business, please sign up, because that's another one of our boxes ticked. Yes, please. Already signed up. Yeah, for people that have already signed up, that's fantastic. Please make sure you've booked in for your onboarding call. Please make sure that you're also coming to the live sessions, and use us. We're here to be abused, basically, and we love helping people. If you've got any problems signing up, once this call ends, just message help@maybetech.com by email, and you'll connect with Sarah, and she'll help you. So if you've got any problems or any questions that we haven't dealt with today, please do message us. But don't wait too long. There's a gentleman with his hand up. Would you mind popping that question in chat, and then we can answer that in your Q&A. Can you find the Q&A and pop the message in there, if you don't pull people into the call live.
I just want to clarify on the new business. As long as you've got it needs to have you have to have an address of the business, so it really sort of needs to be.
But it can be your home address, Sarah. You say you could be.
It could be. Yes, it could. Absolutely.
As long as you've got an address, as long as you've got an address that's in one of the areas, it works. So thank you. Lovely to see so many people signing up. That's fantastic. Does the gentleman asking about the coupon code for London Borough of Hammersmith and Fulham? As long as you use the correct apply link, the voucher code will be given to you. So if you're having any problems signing up for London Borough of Hammersmith and Fulham, use this code. Use this link here, maybetech.com/apply-LBHF, and you will go straight through. I hope that sorts that problem out. Somebody's saying I choose happiness. Yes, absolutely. I hope we've dealt with your questions. Lots of people still on the call. I would love to know if you're all getting through the process, or whether you need any help.
Oh, I love. Really nice message from Lucinda. You are both amazing, and I feel safe and held, and my fears are limiting beliefs are quieting.
Can I let you into a little secret, Lucinda? I don't know about Sarah, but I have masses of limiting beliefs, and every day I go and grapple with the devil and take him down. What's scary right now is there's so much new stuff, but actually it's getting to the point where you just think, do you know what, it's so exciting, we're going to embrace it. I get really upset when I'm the other side of 55, and some things, when people are talking about advertising to people, they say don't advertise to people over 55 because they don't do tech, and I'm like, what? I'm a woman developing tech. How dare you? So, it's okay to feel scared. I feel scared every day, but it's so exciting. Just get on the expressway, because it can take you anywhere, and it doesn't bite, and it's really amazing what it can do for your business. It is extraordinary how you can reach people through digital in ways you can't believe. So yeah, I'm hooked. I'm sold, and look forward to helping you. So thank you all so much. Lots of lovely feedback coming in. I've paid £1. I look forward to working with you. Yeah, we're the cheapest date in town. So no, thank you so much. You've been a great crowd. We will send this recording round, and as I say, there are limited places, but there are still there's still some left. So please do share with your other friendly local businesses that you think would like to do this, because we're here to support you all, and want to make the use of this funding that's been made available to you. Thank you so much for your time, and speak to you very soon. Don't be strangers. Thank you. Take care. I'm just before we go, there's 3 people with raised hands, and I just want to make sure that they have put their questions in Q&A, Sarah. I can't view those raised hands. Just checking.
Can't see them from here. Oh, Rosalind, I want to sign up, but having problems. Okay. My email address is sarah@maybecheck.com. Ping me an email and I will help you if you need some help.
Okay.
Carlo, I have 2 brands. As long as they're 2 separately registered businesses, that's absolutely fine. Or you can actually manage more than 1 brand from 1 account.
So if they're 2 businesses, if they're 2 separate businesses or 2 separate numbers, you could apply twice. So if they're 2 businesses with 2 different HMRC numbers, you can apply for the grant twice. If they're not separately registered, you could use the same account to manage both of them. I hope that helps. Oh, lots of lovely questions.
If you get a coupon, does that mean I'm eligible?
Yes, it does. If you've got a coupon, you're in. You're in. Okay, I think that's pretty good. I think we've dealt with everybody's questions. Yeah, don't try and game the system. If you've got genuinely 2 different businesses that have different HMRC numbers, absolutely you can claim twice, but not if you haven't. And new start business, yes, 100% you qualify as long as you can there will be you need, as Sarah said, you need an address. You've been a great crowd. Thank you so much. Thank you, Sarah, for all your research, and thank you to our other team member, Hannah, who did it and helped us with that as well. We really look forward to working with you all. You've been amazing. Thank you.